Clopay and Minster welcome you to this broadcast of the OHSAA Girls Basketball Tournament on NKTelco Sports. Tonight we are live at the Hive at Sidney High School where the Botkins Trojans will take on the Jackson Center Tigers. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Evil Pizza, Spinner's Meats, Sidney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, the Center for Orthopedics at Wilson Health, and NKTelco. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us. My name is Scott Fry. To my left, Mr. Craig Louth. He's going to have the color and stats tonight. I'll have your play-by-play. Craig, two Shelby County athletic teams know each other very well. Botkins got both wins this season, having a better record. They come into tonight's matchup 16-7 overall, 8-4 in the Shelby County League under Coach Brittany Gross in her first year. Tell us a bit about Jackson Center record and so forth.
Jackson Center comes in at 6-16. They were 2-10 in the Shelby County Athletic League. They are led by Bill Reichert his first year. They are a young team. They start two freshmen and a sophomore. So they're going to have their hands full tonight.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? NKTelco Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. NKTelco is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at NKTelco Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with NKTelco.
Welcome back to the Hive here at Sidney High School. Once again, Scott Fry and Craig Louth bringing you Girls Division 4 sectional action. And for tonight's contest, Botkins will be the visiting team, and so we'll get their starters from Sidney All-Glaze Audiology. This is a sophomore wearing jersey number 2, Camden Paul. Another sophomore wearing jersey number 10, Janelle Plattfoot. And a senior guard number 13, Carmen Huker, had her 1,000th point of the season earlier this year, so congratulations to her. Another senior wearing jersey number 24, that's Boston Paul. And finally, the last senior on the roster, number 30, Aaliyah Johnson. And again, the Trojans coached by Brittany Gross in her first year. We'll turn our attention over to the home team for tonight's contest, the Jackson Center Lady Tigers. Again, Craig mentioned they come in 6-16 overall, 2-10 in the Shelby County Athletic League. And a freshman wearing jersey number 12, Presley Reese. Another freshman, Wearing jersey number 14, McKinley Reichert. Wearing jersey number 20, sophomore Addie Biederman. And then the two seniors in the lineup, wearing jersey number 24, Sarah Clark. And at guard, wearing jersey number 32, also senior Morgan Huber. And the Jackson Center Tigers under the direction of Mr. Bill Reichert, also in his first year at the helm of the girls basketball program. He actually coached the boys a number of years ago and is no stranger to the inside of a gymnasium. So let's talk for a minute as we get ready for the tip-off. Craig, why don't you give us the keys to the game? We'll start with Botkins, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Okay, the 3 keys to the game for Botkins is number 1, rebounding. The second one is play their transition game. And the third one is they need a strong start to set the energy and aggression right from the beginning.
Absolutely. All right, thank you. Let's get the keys to the game from Keyhole Pizza on the Jackson Center side of the ledger.
They need to handle the pressure, make Huger uncomfortable, and they have to get in and rebound.
Absolutely. So thanks to our friends at Keyhole Pizza. We got our first turnover of the game as Botkins goes into their half-court set and turns it over. So Jackson Center now, and they're going to get some pressure here deep in the backcourt. You see Huger on arguably the best Lady Tiger, McKinley Reichert, just a freshman, but boy, she's got mad basketball skills for sure, Craig.
Yes, she does.
So Jackson Center in their half court. Botkins going to play man-on-man as Jackson Center going to be patient this first possession. Nice pass over to Presley Reese. Now back to Biederman. She picks up her dribble. Huger defending right there. Now they're working inside to Reichert and up and in. McKinley Reichert was her first bucket of the night.
Very nice entry pass.
Good job getting the freshman going. So Botkins now, their second trip down, will set things up on offense with the ball. Boston Paul. Guarding her is Biederman. Now with it is Camden Paul. Camden a sophomore. Boston a senior. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they may know each other really well, probably related. Sisters or cousins, one way or the other. Camden Paul tries to drill penetrate. Now we'll get a nice long ball off the back of the iron. Good job rebounding there by Sarah Clark. Jackson Center will come the other way now. And with it is Biederman. And we'll get a foul away from the ball. Huger. And that is Carmen Huger picking up her first personal. Team's first. So we'll inbound down here in the Jackson Center offensive end. This is the younger Reese, Presley Reese. She's got a sister, Kendall Reese, also a freshman. Gonna guess twins on that situation. Now Biederman tries a little dribble penetration. Not there.
Tigers are being very patient.
They
looking
sure are.
for a good shot.
Yep, they sure are.
That's what they're going to have to do.
Well, good luck, or good news right there. Botkins trying to save it. That was Melanie Maurer, the sophomore guard, but she ends up being the last one to touch it as it goes out of bounds. So Morgan Huber will inbound for the Tigers. Bounce pass into Clark. Now Reichert's going to pull up three, no good. And Botkins will pull down the rebound. And we'll go the other way. Melanie Maurer, long. Reichert and Huger collide, no call, and Jackson Center will come away. 2-0 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard so far. 5:22 to go. Thanks for joining us if you just got here. Scott Fry and Craig Louth, bringing you high school girls basketball. And we'll get a little confab down there, and it's going to go the way of the Trojans.
Yeah. Well, right between her legs.
Yep. And coming in now for Coach Gross, this is Kennedy Dosing. And it's Brittany Butler. My apologies. Brittany must have gotten married recently because I've got Brittany Gross on emails and other communication. My apologies, Coach. And congratulations. Now Huker with a bomb, no good, but rebounded there by Botkins. Nice job by Biederman not letting that be an easy bucket. Down the lane, and now Biederman collects the block. That'll go in the books as another Botkins turnover. Long ball, nothing but net for Morgan Huber, and that is her MO. I've had Jackson Center probably 5 times this year, and she loves to shoot the long ball. And she can make it, as you see there. Now working off a screen. One more pass. 16-footer off the mark, out of bounds off the Lady Trojans. So 5-0 as Biederman comes out, and in for her is the senior Gwen Prenger, number 4 for Coach Reichert and the Lady Tigers. A little bit of pressure there from Melanie Maurer. No problem for Prenger. Now you're going to get a foul. They try to trap her on that far sideline.
Maurer's first, team second.
So 2 team fouls against the Lady Trojans, and Jackson Center with none. And they'll go ahead and reset their half-court offense. This is Gwen Prenger with it. She gives to Presley Reese. Now up top to Clark. Yep.
A little bit of foot drag here.
Yep. And that'll result in a travel, which is a turnover, and so Botkins will be the beneficiary of that. And here comes Carmen Huker. She's going to try to force the issue a little bit, create some space for a teammate. Shot not there. Boy, Botkins looking to pull the trigger out deep. Now a nice little runner down the left side. Up and in. You can count that one. Kennedy Dosick with the drive and the foul. And that's going to go in the books against Sarah Clark. That is her first personal. Team first. Nice job that time by the Lady Trojans getting Jackson Center a little off balance on defense. Can't convert, but Huker pulls down the rebound, skip pass across to Maurer, and we're going to get a walk down there. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Huber. Okay. So 2 quick team fouls for the Tigers now, and it evens it all up in that category.
Ava Winter into the game now for Jackson Center, along with Macy Kloppenstein.
So more youth, a couple of sophomores into the game for Coach Reichert. With it is Boston Paul. Guarding her very, very closely, Gwen Prenger. Now nice entry pass in. And on her way to the rack, Aaliyah Johnson gets fouled. So Macy Klopfenstein picks up her first, team third, and shooting a pair for Botkins will be senior center Aaliyah Johnson. And she's good on the second one. Out will come Johnson. In will come Camden Paul for Coach Butler and the Trojans. And it's 5-3 on the First National Bank scoreboard.
Botkins doing a little 2-2-1 full court.
Try to slow down Jackson Center, try to make that youth struggle a little bit, make them uncomfortable. Nice ball control, or ball movement, I should say, by the Tigers. Janelle Platfoot to the rack, and she is fouled. And that's the first foul on Kennedy Dosick. And so Ava Winter, I'm sorry, I said number 10 for Botkins. That's number 10 for Jackson Center. Ava Winter shooting free throws. I'll get with it, hopefully. First one in and out. Ava Winter, a sophomore. (6-3) now on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Coming down to 3 minutes to go here in the first. Huker now going to try to drive. Great ball handling, picks it up. Back up top to Maurer. Over to Camden Paul. Nice little spin move down the lane, up and off the glass. No good. Boy, she got the look she wanted. Quick dribble penetration. Here you go, Craig. Here's this 2-2-1 zone again. Little press. Not zone, but press, excuse me. Kloffenstein with it now. Jackson Center getting over the timeline by passing the ball. Keep it away from the sidelines. Carmen Huker guarding McKinley Reichert. Now she picks it up. She's in trouble, needs a little help. And, of course, Coach Reichert going to have to burn a timeout right there. And it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it with them. 6-3, your score. Jackson Center with the early lead here on NKTelco Sports. Sure appreciate you hanging out with us tonight.
Jackson Center so far 2 for 4 shooting. Botkins is 1 for 7. So,
yeah, a little cold to start.
Yeah. Slow start for the Trojans.
Talk a little bit about how these two teams got here. Botkins played on Saturday against Mechanicsburg, 55-51, a win there. And as you noted, the higher seeds get to choose if they want to take that first game off or play. Botkins played. Jackson Center ended up with the first game off, so they had the bye essentially. So they've been just sitting here waiting for Botkins to arrive, and here we are. 6-3 your score here in the first, coming down to 2 minutes to go. This is Ava Winter inside. Nice entry pass. Reichert unable to convert. Botkins did contest, and now here comes Huker quickly the other way. Back to Huker. See a little sense of urgency here with Botkins trying to pick the pace up. And we're going to get a foul there. Addie Biederman guarding Aaliyah Johnson. Biederman picks up her first, team fourth, and that will be a shooting situation, Craig.
Yep.
Clock stops, 1:58 to go. Botkins still kind of struggling to shoot the basketball well. As a team, they shoot 61% from the free throw line. Johnson, 54% shooter, so she's true to her average right there and makes 1 out of 2.
It's her second point.
Again, there's your 2-2-1 press, and it works to perfection. Huker in the passing lane, in the gap, as they say. So turnover Tigers. Now plenty of time for Kennedy Dosick. That falls short. Johnson with the rebound. Blocked by Biederman and retrieved by Reichert. So great job getting back on defense for the Tigers. 6-4 is your lead for Jackson Center. 1:30 to go in the first. This is Ava Winter with it. Waiting for a screen. Botkins making it really tough for Jackson Center to get that ball into the paint. They want to hit Biederman or maybe Reichert. There's another turnover. Leah Johnson with it, kicks back to Huker. She's going to take on Reichert. Wisely pulls back and gets the half-court offense set. Kennedy Dosick with about a 15-footer. Again, another miss for Botkins. Down with it is Ava Winter. This is Biederman. Looked like maybe she rolled her ankle a little bit. And it's going to go out of bounds off of Jackson Center.
That's their 6th turnover of the first quarter.
Yeah, boy, if they hang on to some of those, this could really be a little bit more lopsided than we're seeing. 55 seconds now left in the first quarter. You can hear the Botkins student section over there making some noise on behalf of the Lady Trojans. This is Boston Paul with it. Now Huker. Now a little high-low action. Huker up off the glass. It's good, and she gets a foul to boot. Presley Reese, the freshman, her first, team 5th. So Huker's going to go try to get 3 the old-fashioned way, as they say. And she's good.
Her first points of the game.
As we mentioned in the opening, Huker, a 1,000-point scorer on the season, 1,000 plus, for her career. She hit it this season. She had a career-high 25 against Mechanicsburg the other night. On Saturday, long ball by Biederman, missed. Huker down with it. She surveys the floor. She comes down. Now Camden Paul's going to drive. A little kind of a push hook. Won't go. Now McKinley Reichert will set things up as we get under 10 seconds to go in the first. Huker with the steal. Reichert kind of lost the handle. Just don't get a foul down there. So, yeah, good job by Reichert not getting fouled. And Botkins, just like that, on a 5-0 run, all from Carmen Huker. And we have a score at the end of the first quarter. Botkins 9, Jackson Center 6. When we come back, second quarter action here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to the Hive at Sidney High School. Scott Fry, Craig Louth with you. Thanks for joining us. Division 4 girls sectional second round here at Sidney High School. Botkins Trojans lead the Jackson Center Tigers in an all Shelby County Athletic League matchup 9-6 as we begin the second stanza. Botkins struggled to score for most of that first period. Then they got on a little flurry of activity there right at the end. And then they turn it over as I jinxed them.
Botkins was 3 for 13 from the field first quarter.
Yeah, that's tough sledding. Kinley Reichert brings it over. This is Addie Biederman. She'll try the baseline. Her little runner off the mark. Huber's going to get fouled. Camden Paul's going to get whistled for reaching in there. It's the fourth team foul on the Lady Trojans. Looked like Coach Reichert maybe has a question about something, but looks like we're ready to go now. So Morgan Huber will inbound for the Lady Tigers. Down by 3 here early in the second. Little catch and shoot there by Biederman off the mark, but rebound and in by Presley Reese, and her first points of the night. And it's a 1-point ball game. 9-8, Botkins with the advantage. Huker with it now. Huker with the contested shot, no good. Maurer battles for that rebound. Reichert with her. They're going to say it went off off of Maurer. Substitution in for Jackson Center. This is the senior Gwen Pringer, number 4. Second quarter action, 7:04 to go on the First National Bank scoreboard. Morgan Huber brings it across. Guarded by Boston Paul. Now over to Gwen Pringer. Again, Botkins doing a very nice job of making it tough for the Tigers to get the ball down inside the arc. And now another turnover. And this will be Huker going the other way. And you see Huber try to take the charge, and she gets called on a block. Her second. And that'll send Carmen Huker to the free throw line again. Huker with 5 so far. And now they're going to say no free throws.
On the floor, huh?
Right. There was a foul on the floor. She didn't foul her while she was shooting. Lob pass all out. This is Melanie Maurer, the sophomore guard, running the offense right now for Coach Butler. Oh, nice move through the lane, unable to connect, and Reichert pulls down the rebound for the Lady Tigers. So the shooting woes continue for the Lady Trojans. It's not like they haven't had their chances, Craig.
Right.
They're just not connecting.
Not falling.
Yeah. And Jackson Center, credit them. They've played solid defense. You know, most everything's been contested. Same thing at the other end of the floor. Clark pulls up, nothing but net. Beautiful shot right there, Sarah Clark. And she's on the board. I see 4 Tigers right now and have tallied points. I think there's 5 altogether that have scored based on what I see. 11-9 Jackson Center with the lead.
That was Clark's first points of the game.
Maurer's going to drop one long range, no good. Boy, Gwen Prenger couldn't get both hands on it, so she tipped it to her teammate. Very heads-up play.
Tell you what, the Tigers are controlling the boards.
Yeah, they are. Especially down there on Botkins. You know, they're taking advantage of Botkins missing those baskets. They've rebounded those misses very well. Not a lot of second chance opportunities for Botkins on the offensive glass. I'm sure that'll be a thing that Coach Butler will raise when it's time to talk. Again, Jackson Center, as we said early on, very patient on offense, which is what you want to see. You've got a freshman, 2 seniors. Well, 3 seniors right now. This lineup's got 3 seniors in it. But very, very patient. I think this is Sarah Clark's first year in basketball, if memory serves. I think Coach Reichert told me that. A couple of subs now. Camden Paul comes in for the Trojans, number 2, and then number 20, Addie Biederman, comes in for the Tigers. Trouble on the inbound. Oh, Jackson Center managed to get it, but then traveled. Botkins, nice job that time making that inbound pass hard.
Tigers' 9th turnover first half.
Euchre with it now. Defending her is Presley Reese. Now a little give and go. Entry pass a little bit off the mark. Now Maurer kicks out to Dosick. She goes down the lane, misses. Clark down with it. And Prenger, if you're not going to stop ball, I'm going to run it. Too bad. Euchre with it. Kind of caught Botkins watching. Long ball goes even longer. Euchre down with it for Botkins. She says, I'll take it myself. Up around the defense, unable to make it. Kind of an awkward shot, but she's fouled. And Presley Reese, the freshman for the Lady Tigers, picks up her second. And that puts Botkins shooting the bonus. This happens to be a shooting foul situation, however. Into the game for the Tigers, number 10, senior Ava Winner. In for the Trojans, number 30, Aaliyah Johnson. Also checking in for Jackson Center, that's McKinley Reichert, number 14. Euchre drains both of those, and now we're going to get a timeout following the free throws. And that's a full timeout, so we'll go ahead and take it with him. A little precision strip timeout action, all tied up at 11 here on NKTelco Sports.
Allglaze and Sidney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to Sidney High School. So, Craig, we were talking in that little break there, kind of an early story here in the first half, the shooting for Botkins.
Yeah, the shooting woes for Botkins. They are a combined 3 for 19 so far in the game.
That's tough sledding. So 19 shots attempted. It's not like they haven't had their opportunities, just struggling to find it. So 11-11 with about 3.5 minutes to go before the halftime break. And Jackson Center back into their half-court offense. Biederman up top. Leah Johnson's guarding her. Both teams content to play man-on-man for defense. This is Ava Winter with it. Now Botkins switches and Aaliyah Johnson with a takeaway. Nice job there. And Botkins will push it. They've been a little bit aggressive on offense tempo-wise. There's a nice shot, Camden Paul.
Downtown.
Absolutely dropping bombs. So Paul for free. And your score on the First National Bank scoreboard, 14-11 Botkins. Their second lead of the contest. And we're going to get a reaching foul.
Oh,
she stepped out of bounds. I thought they called Paul. Yep, you're right.
11 turnovers now for Jackson.
That would explain the low scoring. Trouble shooting at one end and trouble keeping possession at the other end. And this is Carmen Huker. Hand off to Paul. Jackson Center playing a very tight man-on-man. Boston Paul with it. Now inside to Johnson. Nice entry pass, nice spin move. Unable to connect. Sarah Clark down with it. Again, Botkins got what they wanted. Good look there, just unable to convert. Reichert now, a little off the mark. Aaliyah Johnson down with it. Almost to the 2-minute warning. Huker gets stopped there by Huber. Now Boston Paul going to fire off the back of the iron. And we're going to get a foul on the rebound as Kennedy Dosick hits the deck. And Sarah Clark will pick up her second, 8th team foul. So that should be one-on-one.
Yes.
Yeah. So Botkins should be shooting 1-on-1 right now. Kennedy Dosick would do the honors. There she goes. 2:11 to go. 14-11 is your score. The Lady Trojans with the lead. Kennedy Dosick. She's a 70% free throw shooter.
You jinxed her.
I guess I did. Missed the front end of the bonus, so Jackson Center down with it. Huker using the sideline like an extra defender. Reichert muscles through it. Biederman, a little ball fake. Johnson slams the door on that move. Boy, Biederman was looking for Macy Klopfenstein. She was streaking down the key, but she was well covered. Or down the lane, I guess. Huber now tries to work off the screen. Botkins switches up nicely. Now a little high-low, spin, Biederman, nothing but net. Boy, you know she's practiced that a couple times. And Addie Biederman with her first tally, and it's 13-14. Jackson Center cuts the lead to 1. Under a minute and a half. Dosick with an air ball, and then it ends up out of bounds. Klopfenstein tried to rebound that. I think she maybe expected that to be off the rim. Maybe didn't expect to be touching it. Off the glass, in and out for Boston Paul. And now we'll get a jump ball situation. That's Johnson and Reichert. The arrow's going the way of the Tigers. So 1:15 to go here in the second. Getting ready to take a halftime break for you. And here come the Lady Tigers. Would love to get the lead back before the half. And we'll get a travel as Kloffenstein turns it over.
13 now.
1:04 to go.
That's really the only thing going right for Botkins. Is
Yeah,
the
otherwise
turnovers on
Jackson Center's played really well.
Yeah.
Especially defensively and rebounding at that end. Long shot, partially blocked by Riker. Huker comes down with it, and then she's going to be fouled as she tries to go up, and I think they're going to get Ava Winter. That is correct. So Huker now with 2 free throws coming up. She's got 7. She leads all scorers. Huker, a 71% free throw shooter. Some nights just don't have the gel, you know,
Yep.
and Botkins struggling a little bit, but they're still up by 2, thanks in no small part to those turnovers. So now they're going to press Jackson Center to try and make it tough on them to get into their half court. Jackson Center works the ball up well. Ava Winter with it, guarded by Boston Paul, and now Paul's going to hand check her, and she's going to get called on a foul. Her first. It's on the floor, so we'll inbound. 43.5 to go. Botkins clings to a 2-point lead, 15-13 on the First National Bank scoreboard. Into the game now is Presley Reese for the Tigers. And it is Presley Reese with the ball. Jackson Center now going to be patient. They've been patient all night. Reese with it. Now we're under 30 seconds. Reese guarded by Camden Paul. Picks up her dribble, wishing she hadn't done that. Forces an entry pass. Good deal for the Tigers as Biederman is fouled, but Botkins has fouls to give. That's just their 6th. And that's Aaliyah Johnson's first foul. So Jackson Center will inbound with 20.3 to go before half.
16 foul on the Trojans.
Yep. And a quick 5 count.
Good defense by Botkins.
Good job by Botkins not letting them get that ball in. They only get 5 seconds to make that happen. And so now Botkins here. 15 seconds to go before halftime. Huker with it, pulls up, long jumper, no good, and Jackson Center down with it. This is Presley Reese. And intercepted Boston Paul. She puts it up. I think she stepped out of bounds. So at the half, Botkins Trojans lead the Jackson Center Lady Tigers 15-13 here on NKTelco Sports.
Thank you for your patience as we construct a new fiber broadband service in your area. We know that along with this process comes disruption in the easements and right-of-way areas, and we are restoring most areas as we complete them. A few areas will have some utility work installed, so we need to wait for the work to be completed before the lawns can be repaired. We're very close to having the fiber or coax drops cleaned up and replaced with fiber optic drops. Hang in there just a little longer, and we'll have a majority of the new fiber system installed.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being $1 billion company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Clopay and IDEC Minster welcome you back to the Hive here at Sidney High School, where we are NKTelco Sports is bringing you live action of the D4 girls sectional game between the Botkins Trojans and the Jackson Center Tigers. A few halftime stats here. First, for Jackson Center, they had 6 people score. Ava Winter had 1. Presley Reese had 2. McKinley Reichert had 2. Addie Biederman had 2, Sarah Clark had 3, and Morgan Huber had 3 for their total of 13. For the Botkins Trojans, they had 4 people score. Camden Paul had 3. Kennedy Dosek had 2. Aaliyah Johnson had 2. And Carmen Huker led all scorers with 8 for their 15. 15-13 halftime score. One big glaring thing that pops out at you is on the rebounds, Jackson Center has 15 total compared to 11 for Botkins. And for turnovers, Jackson Center had 15 turnovers in the first half compared to just 3 for the Trojans. So that was one of the keys of the game was for Jackson Center was take care of the ball. Botkins is throwing a 2-2-1 full court press and a very aggressive man-to-man. So, but it's only a 2-point game, so they're still in it.
Absolutely. And the seconds are ticking down here after the halftime intermission. I want to invite everybody to follow WCSM AM 1350 and 96.7 FM and their internet-exclusive games on www.wcsmradio.com all season long. They are your sports leader in Mercer and all Glades counties. So, second half action. Botkins will start with the ball. And a 2-point lead, 15-13 on the First National Bank.
Let's see if Botkins can shoot any better. They shot 15% in the first half, 4 for 26 overall.
Normally from the floor, they shoot 39% inside the arc and 26% outside the arc. So definitely way off that pace. I'm sure that was a point of discussion. Huger works off the screen, and they're going to call Camden Paul on an offensive charge, an illegal screen. And this will be Presley Reese with it, the freshman. You don't see that Botkins pressure now. Catch and shoot for Biederman, no good. Nice work underneath by Presley Reese getting that offensive rebound. Now she's trapped back there, and it's going to go out of bounds off of her as Botkins managed to force her to the sideline and not give her a good look at the rack. And so here comes Cameron Huker, the senior. And if you want to see this game again, I'm happy to tell you we are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school basketball tournament action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in high definition on Channel 503. You can watch this one again Sunday, February 20th at 10 a.m. And you can also check it out again Friday the 25th at 5 p.m. NKTelco thrilled to be able to bring you all of these high school sporting events. Thanks to all of our sponsors. And Biederman says, I'll take that, and then steps on the end line. You can watch more games, all the games you want, on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports.
Boston Paul, second foul, team foul number 2.
Scuffle underneath. And that's going to be called on the Tigers. McKinley Reichert, her first, and the first team foul of the half. You know, Jackson Center, one of their keys was to handle the Botkins pressure. Man, they've done a great job at that. They've done a nice job of rebounding as well. Just the turnovers have bit them.
And a lot of the turnovers have been down on
their
the
end,
offensive
end. Yeah, it hasn't been as the result of the pressure. And there's another long shot missed by the Trojans. Down with it is Clark, and here comes McKinley Reichert handling the ball for the Tigers.
Freshman going against the senior there.
Yeah, fun to see. I'd say McKinley Reichert has a bright future ahead of her. She's been starting varsity all season. Again, the Tigers, very young team. And just watching them, again, this is probably the 6th time I've had them this year, and they are definitely much improved over the first time I had them this year. Biederman now turns, throws one up, no good. Botkins pulls the rebound down. That's Boston Paul, and we'll come the other way. Camden Paul, not a Boston Paul, inside to Huker. She runs into a double team up and off the glass. So quick, she changed directions. Huker now with 10, first scorer in double digits. And Jackson Center up very quickly with that. Not a great possession. Patience they showed in the first half kind of evaporated right there, Craig.
Yeah.
Now Melanie Maurer kicks out to Boston Paul. Now down inside to Johnson. Clark, nice job of going straight up. She pulls the rebound down, and now Johnson's going to pick up her second personal, 3rd team foul. 17-13 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Botkins with a 4-point lead as they send Kennedy Dosick, the junior forward, into the game, number 11. And here comes a little bit of that pressure now. They'll back out of it as the Tigers clear out.
Oh, the trap.
There it is. Played to perfection. They use that sideline and 2 defenders, and now Huker stops in the key. Can't get it to go. Now a little putback by Dosick, and she's going to get fouled. I think that's Presley Reese who's going to pick up that one. And it is, and that is her 3rd. So 3 fouls now for the freshman. And that'll send Kennedy Dosick to the free throw line. Mentioned her earlier, 70% free throw shooter. Shooter's roll, there you go. 18-13 now your score.
Botkins was 6 for 10 in the first half, free throw shooting.
Yeah, so even their free throw shooting is off their normal. Well, actually, no, that's right on it. They're 61% as a team. My apologies. I didn't math that out very well, Craig. Clark steps, long ball off the back of the iron. It's a race to the rebound. Huker's going to tip it ahead and try a little transition ball. Great job of getting back. McKinley Reichert now kicks out to Melanie Maurer. Nothing but net as Botkins now feeling a little mojo here. They got an 8-point lead, and we're going to get a timeout, and it's a full timeout called by Bill Reichert and the Tigers. And we're going to go ahead and take it with them. When we return, we'll continue with third quarter action, Division IV Girls High School Sectional Basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
All Glaze and Sidney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing needs and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Welcome back to the Hive, Sidney High School. Hats off to the PA man. People of whom I'm quite fond, being one myself, playing a little Black Dog by Led Zeppelin off of the 4th Led Zeppelin album. First cut, side 1. A little trivia, Craig. What's the other name for the album?
I don't even know.
Zoso, yeah. Zeppelin 4 or Zoso. It's the one that has the man with the bundle of sticks strapped to his back. And there's a travel. There's that three-quarter court press trapped to the sideline. Works to perfection again for Botkins. So now they've got that kind of clicking, and they've got an 8-point lead here on the First National Bank scoreboard.
18 turnovers for Jackson.
Now that's really becoming the difference, even with the shooting woes for the Trojans. And it feels like the last few possessions, their shooting seems a little more confident. Clark slams the door on Huker down the right side. Here's Melanie Maurer. She popped one and nailed it before. Count it! Another 3. And so Melanie Maurer getting things going. I think that's 6 for her. Is it 8? 6. Okay, so a pair of 3s here in the third. And it's 24-13. Sounds a little bit like Monday Night Football. And Reichert with a 3 of her own. So McKinley Reichert says, you know what, I can do that too. Boom. 24-16. So, man, all of a sudden, business picking up here in the third. And Paul's going to get bumped. Ava Winter. Paul looked like she wanted to turn the corner, go right down the center of the lane. And Ava Winter initiated that contact and thusly was called for a foul. So that'll slow things down for a second. 3:27 to go here in the third. If you're just joining us, this is sectional high school basketball. Ladies Styles, Huker through the lane, finger roll up and off. Nice move. Splits the defense. You see that nice touch with the finger roll there. And that is 12. Yeah, 12 for Carmen Huker. You hear the Botkins crowd in the background. And Jackson Center, the wheels are kind of coming off there. They had a skip pass across just off the mark. They tried to get it over to Huber. They managed to get over the timeline and coughed it up. 26-16, Botkins with a 10-point lead now as we get to 3 minutes to go here in the third. Reichert out to defend Maurer. They're not going to let her have a clean look again. Boy, she's kind of caught fire. A couple of threes. Boston Paul going to launch one off the back of the iron. She'll chase down her own rebound. Nice hustle there. Trying to get it inside to Johnson. Errant pass gets turned over, and now Biederman's going to come down with it. Biederman at the elbow to Sarah Clark. She surveys the floor. She's got Aaliyah Johnson guarding her. Ball's dead. Prenger almost loses a handle. Now back to Clark. Reichert trying to get open down inside, but Jackson Center not been able to do anything with an entry pass. Botkins has really made it tough that way. Reichert almost commits to sin.
Yep. Almost drug that foot.
Nice ball fake there by Clark. The tip from behind. Boy, nice play on defense by Dosick, and now Huker the other way. Off the glass and down, but Botkins with it keeps the possession alive. They find Huker on the right side at the block. Now she gets trapped, double team. Out to Maurer, a little short. Huker with the rebound, put back up and in. Excuse me, that was Aaliyah Johnson with that rebound, and that is 4 for the senior center. 1:27 to go, 28-16 now. Botkins with the lead. Nice ball movement by the Tigers. Clark up and in. So Jackson Center stops the bleeding for the moment. Now they got to play some defense here, Craig, with a 10-point lead. As tough as points have been to collect, Jackson Center's in that territory where every possession really matters. Huber tries to D up Huker, and McKinley Reichert comes in to help, pokes it out of bounds. Here comes the Cavalry. Camden Paul, number 2 for Botkins, checks in. Presley Reese, Ava Winter, and Macy Kloffenstein check in for the Tigers. Lead is 10, 28-18. Botkins in control. They've had a really great third quarter. 13 points scored in the quarter. It was 15-13. It's been a 13-5 run for Botkins in this quarter, and now they're going to get Kloffenstein. She'll pick up her second, team 4th, and that will be a shooting situation. So Aaliyah Johnson looking to add to her 2 field goals. And we're just under a minute here in the third, Craig. Botkins looking to move on, and we've got a doubleheader. The nightcap will feature the DeGraff Riverside Lady Pirates. They were sitting idle waiting for the outcome of Russia Sidney Lehman Catholic, and Russia took care of business Saturday, so it's going to be Russia and DeGraff, and the winner of that will face the winner of this. And back down with it off the miss are the Trojans. Here comes Boston Paul all alone right side, up and off the glass, going to the bank, taking it home. 31-18, and now Botkins will continue to put a little pressure on. They've had good fortune with it here in the third. And there's another one right in the gap. Boston Paul pulls up at the elbow. No good. And Botkins will rebound it. That's Ava Winter. And again, there's that pressure. This time Reichert, no problem getting over the timeline. Stay away from that sideline, kid. Huker knows how to use it. Little handoff.
Definitely uses it to her advantage.
She sure does, yeah. Yeah, Botkins has got both the press defense and the trap working here in the second half as Camden Paul takes it away, gives it away, and now the scramble results in Kennedy Dosick with a long 3 attempt, no good. And now we got the old hook. And they're going to call Kim Paul. She kind of hooked Ava Winter. And as you hear the public address announcer, her third personal, team fourth. 3.3 seconds to go on the First National Bank scoreboard. Botkins Lady Trojans 31, Jackson Center 18. So we get ready to take a little break here between the third and the final stanza. Checking in now for Botkins. This is her first action. Freshman guard Delana Pitts, just to give Huker a little extra breather here to extend her intermission between quarters. Every little bit helps. And Reichert walks. So Jackson Center with a 1/10 of a second turns the ball over.
Again, turnovers killing Jackson Center. That's their 8th of the third quarter.
Just enough pressure to keep anything fun from happening for Botkins, and that'll bring an end to the third quarter with the Botkins Lady Trojans 31, the Jackson Center Lady Tigers 18 in Division 4, sectional basketball. When we come back, it'll be the fourth quarter of action here on NKTelco Sports.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Welcome back to Sidney High School. Fourth quarter just about to get underway. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Without these businesses buying advertisements and sponsorship, we would be unable to bring you all this high school sports. 5-star recruitment sponsor, Crown Equipment Corporation. MVP sponsors, Clopay Nedick Minster. Sponsoring the scoreboard all season long, First National Bank. Replays brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. Starting lineups always brought to you by Sidney Oglaze Audiology. Reichert works Huker, backs her down. And we're going to get a foul. I think Boston Paul's going to get called for the harm on that one. And she is. That's her third personal, team fifth. Starting lineups again brought to you by Sidney Oglaze Audiology. Our timeout sponsor all season long, the fine folks at Precision Strip in Minster. Stats and recap, you heard them at the half with my buddy Craig Louth. Up and in for Reichert. 31-20 now. The lead for Botkins is 11. Wagner's IGA, the sponsor for Stats and recap. The Live View tournament sponsor, the Center for Orthopedics at Wilson Health. And we will award a player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco, as Botkins takes timeout. A little bit about the Center for Orthopedics at Wilson Health. They are the region's leader in high-quality, state-of-the-art orthopedic care. You can learn all about them at wilsonhealth.org/orthopedics. So Botkins with an 11-point lead. If they can hang on, they will face the winner of our next game. So stay right here if you want some more basketball. Craig and I are going to hang right out here in the Crow's Nest and bring you Russia and DeGraff Riverside as the Ohio Heritage Conference, DeGraff, take on another Shelby County athletic team in the Russia Lady Raiders. Winner of that will play the winner of this one, and that game will take place on the 19th. That is Saturday. I believe that is right back here at the Hive.
Yep. And then from there they go to Troy.
Down to Troy, just making their way southward. Huker now met at the half-court line. They try to double-team her. She works right around that. So quick off the dribble. Camden Paul buries the threes. Yeah, Botkins has brought their shooting woes to a conclusion here as they stretch their biggest lead now of the game, 14 points, 34-20. Biederman almost walks Presley Reese off the back of the iron. Right there to rebound is McKinley Reichert, and she's good. 9 for the freshman. And again, now they're trying to press Botkins, and man, Huker just goes right around it, draws the defense in, kicks out to Dosick. And here's Maurer again. Boom, that's 3 threes for Melanie Maurer. And she is en fuego. And if you're not sure what that is, that's Espanol, Craig. That's a Spanish phrase. And that means on fire. And here's Huber now for 3. No good. Down with it is Kennedy Dosick. She'll come up the left side. 37-22 in the First National Bank scoreboard. A 15-point lead now as Botkins. It was a 2-point lead at the half. And they, about 2 minutes into the third quarter, their shooting improved.
Much better in the second half.
And unfortunately for Coach Reichert, the Lady Tigers' turnover woes have been fairly consistent here. Maybe not quite as bad in the second half. That's Camden Paul. She pushes the lead to 17. Now we get a turnover right at the logo. And Huker weaving through the defense, up and in. Boy, oh boy, artistry right there. Huker for her 14th point. Right through the defense. Boy, that was a sweet move as she comes off that turnover. Stealing a bucket. Out comes Dosick, in comes Boston Paul. Out comes Kloffenstein, in comes Sarah Clark. 5:57.
So far in the second half, Botkins at 50%, 10 for 20.
Yeah, they've definitely gotten it going now. And Huker's good on the and one. 42-22, so 20-point difference. 5:55 to go. And another Tiger turnover. So again, if Botkins can hang on to this, they've got a 20-point lead, 5-6 minutes to go. If they can hang on and win this, they will play the winner of our nightcap. DeGraff versus Rushi, and another 3. Boston Paul from downtown, and that is her 5th point of the night. And Botkins continues to pressure the Tigers. Nice ball movement up the floor. Reichert up the lane, a lot of contact, no call. Johnson with the rebound. And Huber's going to defend Huker. Cameron Huker's just so quick with the ball.
Very good ball handler.
You know, she's there and she's gone. Now Maurer with it. Maurer's been a bit of a spark plug here in the second half for the Trojans. Kind of got their shooting going. She's got 3 threes. Now Johnson's going to try her hand. That'll be a little short off the iron. And Reichert will pull that rebound down. Morgan Huber's going to push it the other way, get past Camden Paul. Nope, Paul sends her to the corner. And she tries to hit Reichert coming down the lane. Ill-advised pass. There were 3 Trojans down in there. Easy pick for Huker. How many steals she has.
26 turnovers for Jackson.
Another 3. Camden Paul starting to feel it now as the Trojan shooters. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. As Coach Reichert just wants to stop the bleeding for a minute, get his young ladies settled down. And it's full timeout. We'll stick right around here. We're almost done with this one. 4:29 to go, 48-22 here with Botkins' 26-point lead.
6 for 7 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
4 threes.
Yeah, and they've done it from outside. That's really what's caused the separation. The turnover woes continue for the Tigers. And now Botkins able to capitalize. When we wrap this game up, stick around. We will award the NKTelco Player of the Game. And we will give you the Wagner's IGA stats and recap. And then we will power down for a little bit. And tip-off scheduled for Rushi and DeGraff is 7:30 p.m. So not a real long break between games. First half of this one went clipping right along. This one's it's moving pretty quick as well. Sure do appreciate you joining us. Scott Fry here. Craig Louth, got your color and stats. All right, so Botkins just hoping to wrap this thing up, get out of here with a win, stay healthy. And this is Ava Winter, the senior, with it. Over to Presley Reese. And now Biederman will set the half-court offense. She's guarded by Melanie Maurer. Presley Reese with it. Boston Paul on her. Around the horn they go. Winter tries to set a screen. Huker's having no part of that. Cross court to Biederman. Botkins doing a great job all night long of not allowing those easy entry passes, and there you see it. Jackson Center's had very, very little luck getting that ball down into their bigger kids for easy buckets. 3:45 to go. Huker tries the left side, off the glass and in. 17 for the senior. She had 25, a career high Saturday against Mechanicsburg in that Botkins 55-51 win. And again, congratulations to Carmen Huker. She's a 1,000-point scorer for the Trojans in her career. Pretty special. That's a lot of points in high school basketball. Boston Paul unable to connect there. Sarah Clark down with it. She cleans the glass, and she'll make a pass to her coach, Bill Reichert. Unfortunately, that is not allowed. He's not an eligible player.
29 so far.
So Kennedy Dosick will inbound as Ava Winter checks in for the Tigers, sending Gwen Prenger to the bench. Camden Paul with it now. She's guarded by Ava Winter. A little spin move, kicks back out. Down the center of the lane. Very short. And we'll get a jump ball. And that's going to stay here with Botkins. If you're just joining us, Botkins led by 2 at the half, 15-13. And as you can tell, the lid kind of came off with the scoring. They've scored 35 points here in the second half. We still have 3 minutes to go as they have an 28-point lead now over Jackson Center.
If you walked away just for a little bit and came back,
you missed a lot.
Yeah.
The third quarter, they took off. Boston Paul now long on the 3-ball. Aaliyah Johnson down with it as she goes down into the trees, loses the handle, but Botkins keeps it. 2:35 and counting. And that 3-ball is off. Sarah Clark with the rebound, travels. She came down with it, kind of tilted, leaned forward, and couldn't keep herself up, traveled with it. So we're going to get some wholesale substitutions. In for Botkins, number 3, Lydia Dietz. Also in for the Trojans, 15, Brittany Arnold. Number 40, Kylie Mack, into the lineup now for Coach Butler. And number 12, Delana Pitts. And this is the youth movement, the JV, the seconds. These are the kids to practice the varsity to get them sharp for game time. As Biederman's off, down with it is Delana Pitts, 5'6" freshman. Over to Dietz. Kylie Mack with it, sophomore forward. Little shot fake. Now Dietz clear to shoot, and nothing but net.
Why not?
So the 5-foot-tall junior Lydia Dietz says, man, I want to get in on this long ball game. 53-22, 31-point lead. And for 3, Winner, no good. Sarah Clark pulls it down, kicks back out. Over to Biederman. She'll try dribble penetrate, gets stopped at the elbow, loses a handle. Lydia Dietz coming the other way. Down the right side, Winner shuts it down. She kicks out to Pitts, a little short. Rebound, Arnold. And then we're going to get a foul called with 1:37 to go as Ava Winter picks up her 3rd. And now we'll get some subs into the game for the Tigers as their season starting to wind down here. Number 44, Grace Prenger, the sophomore, is in. Number 40, Kendall Reese, the freshman, is in. Biederman is in. 54, Merrill Ludwig, freshman, is in. And number 30, Kloffenstein. And they do take care of business, get a turnover. Down with it is Biederman. Addie Biederman stops, she pops. Long ball, a little wide right. Action there. My favorite Buffalo Bills moment, their first Super Bowl. Scott Norwood also wide right. Still makes me sad. But hey, it's next season now.
Yep.
So the Bills are going to the Super Bowl. Congratulations to the LA Rams on that impressive win without OBJ. That was a sad deal, blowing a knee. 1:09 to go. Shot is off the mark. Little scramble for the rebound. We're going to go back to Botkins. As you can see in the background, the Rushi Raiders in the house. Got those cool wide striped trousers as they sit and await their turn in the Hive. 53-22. Botkins taking care of business. 31-point lead. Under a minute to go here as the JVs are on the floor. And this is Jana Metz now with it for Botkins. She gets pinched down there deep, and then we're going to get a push on Macy Kloffenstein. Her third.
Should be 1 and 1.
And that is the 7th foul, and you are correct, sir. We are in the bonus. By we, I mean Botkins. And so Sophie Braun, number 20, will shoot. 5'6" freshman guard. Off the mark. She chases down her own rebound and then unable to secure it. Goes out of bounds, so Jackson Center will get it. 47.9 ticks left in this contest. Kendall Reese gives to Kloffenstein. Now over to Grace Pringer, the sophomore. Kendall Reese, now Mackenzie Reichert. Reichert guarded there by number 14, Grace Gutman. Things winding down here. 20 seconds to go. Jackson Center still struggling to get that ball inside. Just hasn't been there tonight. And the Botkins faithful on their feet as they are going to live to play another game, and Jackson Center's season will come to an end as Kendall Reese, her long ball is off the mark, and Botkins will bring it down, and that will do it for this one. The Botkins Lady Trojans victorious by a score of 53-22 here over the Jackson Center Tigers. I think we'll probably just keep it right here. I will spin the tires while my man Craig Louth is over there ciphering like a madman. So congratulations to Coach Brittany Butler as the Botkins Trojans extend their overall record to 17-6. They finished 8-4 in the Shelby County Athletic League. I believe that was good enough for 4th. Tough conference. You know, Fort Loramie kind of sitting atop things. Saw them on Saturday, 90-11 over Ansonia. That was something. Fort Loramie's smothering defense continues. We'll have Fort Loramie tomorrow night as they take on Triad, North Lewisburg Triad. That's the first game tomorrow. And then the second game will be Mississinawa Valley taking on the Houston Wildcats. I'll have the call for both of those games with Brandon Coverman, so make sure you get right back here for that sectional Division IV ladies basketball action. So once again, your final score, the Botkins Trojans 53, Jackson Center 22. We'd like to thank the sponsors that brought us our contest tonight: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sidney Augalai's Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, the Center for Orthopedics at Wilson Health, and NKTelco. NKTelco will sponsor our player of the game here at the end as we wrap things up. Craig's going to get us your Wagner's IGA stats and recap here in a second. Kind of the tail of the game was Jackson Center's turnovers. And Botkins really struggled to shoot the ball in the first half. It was 15-13 at the halftime break. But boy, the clouds parted, and it started raining points in the form of three-pointers. Melanie Maurer dropped 3 of them in the third quarter. She was kind of the catalyst that got the shooting going. Carmen Huker did the job on defense, getting the ball. And as they say in basketball, defense creates offense. And that led to, almost 40 points, 47 points scored by the Botkins Trojans here in the second half to get us to our final score of 53-21. So Jackson Center will wrap up their season 6-17 overall. Again, a very youthful team for Coach Bill Reichert in his first season at the helm there. Look for good things out of them next year, as those kids have now all played a full season and a tournament game, and they'll only get better. All right, so it is time for our Wagner's IGA stats and recap. To tell us a little bit about the numbers, here is my friend and yours, Craig Louth.
All right, for the Jackson Center Tigers, who ended their season at 6-17, they were led in scoring by freshman McKinley Reichert, who had 9 points. Sarah Clark had 5. Presley Reese had 2. Addie Biederman had 2. And Ava Winter had 1 for their total. And I forgot to score.
22.
22, there you go. And for the Botkins Trojans, they were led in scoring by 1,000-point scorer Carmen Huker. She averaged 14.5 on the season. She ended up with 17. Camden Paul had some threes late. She ended up with 11. Melanie Maurer had 9. She hit those 3 big threes there in the third quarter and the fourth quarter. Boston Paul had 5. Aaliyah Johnson had 4. Lydia Dietz in mop-up action had 3. And Kennedy Dosek had 3 for their total. Shooting-wise, Jackson Center ended up 9 of 31 overall, 6 for 17 from 2, 3 for 14 from 3, and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Botkins, after shooting a dismal 15% in the first half, caught fire in the second half. They ended up shooting 18 for 56. They were 10 for 33 from 2, 8 for 23 from 3, and 9 for 16 from the free throw line. Rebound-wise, Botkins won the rebounds 28-26. And here is the big glaring stat. Botkins had 10 turnovers. And as we mentioned in pregame, one of the keys for Jackson Center was being able to take care of the basketball. Jackson Center ended up with 31 total turnovers for the game.
That was unfortunate. Not all of them were forced. Just had the slipsies on the ball and some bad passes, in addition to Botkins running that three-quarter court press.
Yeah.
So from the Hive, Craig, appreciate the Wagner's IGA stats and recap. From the Hive, one last time for this one, the Botkins Trojans take care of business and they advance to play in the next round. They win 53-22 over the Jackson Center Tigers. For Craig Louth, I'm Scott Fry. Don't go away. We're probably about 15 minutes from going live. It's Rushi and DeGraff in the next one here on NKTelco Sports.